bit the other day when they picked it, and then XXS just blew it out of the water how well he played on it. So you know what, I like the Mars honestly because he's got this way to absorb the hits and protect his heroes versus the Terrorblade. He's got great ways to just trap people and also just say this is where we're gonna win the team fight. When you're playing versus Enigma, sometimes that can be really important.
Good harassment here onto Monet with the tag team from Zayat.
This is not an easy lane for Monet, I'd say. It's a lot of pressure that's going to come out from Zayat every time tag teams comes out, but also just constant denies from those Eidolons that we've seen. You can kill some of them with your daggers and whatnot, but it's really have to be careful as PA. You saw this matchup the other day, of course, too. The Urn, when he gets picked up on the Enigma, they actually have so much kill threat even onto a hero like PA.
And if the game sort of does get chaotic, does go later on, would you sort of lean towards Secrets Draft in terms of scaling potential?
I mean, they've got the Enigma, but there is a BKB piercing disable, so it's tough to say. I'd say the Terrorblade does win out a little because the PA is alone, right? That single carry, Kunkka sometimes can be a harder carry, but it's up to Ori, right? I think it's up to how his game goes, because if he snowballs, this hero Puck sometimes becomes like a secondary carry itself too.
We saw last game, how good of a game Ori was able to have after having such a rough start. You know, he recovered fantastically, and up until those final moments, having the huge impact, zipping in, and being able to do so because he had EQ with those saves at the ready.
Yeah. And this game, like I was saying, like the stuns, yeah, sure, you see like the Malefices, Torrents, and stuff like that, but they're tough to actually catch onto a hero like Puck. Game. So he's actually been cutting all these trees here to make sure that they, I guess, always have vision to be able to see the Eidolon, see the Tusk moving around, moving inside the laning phase. It's different, but it's a cool kind of approach because it allows him to always get his Arctic Burn hits onto these heroes without getting like fogged for a second or anything. Cool.
Yeah, we'll see how much that plays a factor into Monet being able to safely farm on this top lane.
Far so good.
Alright, some resolution rate. Really able to make a move onto PQ.
Nice, Monet actually gets himself an Eidolon. Pretty tough to actually do that versus this lane versus the Tusk. But yeah, as you said, lane keeps getting pulled back, but Monet doing good. Kunkka, we're seeing Nisha is having a little bit more denies, at least in the mid lane, but to be a bit expected in that matchup, because Puck has to go for bottle, so you just see this damage disparity. Kunkka's able to just go for these bracers that we've seen time and time again.
And out of these two mids, in regards to what you see on the enemy side lane for each of them, you know, who's going to be able to be more proactive once they hit the 6? You know, who do you expect it to be making the moves, and who's going to be playing more defensive when it comes to responding to those rotations?
I actually think both can do similar kind of moves this game, because I think the Puck can easily try to make the move to gank the Terrorblade, but also Kunkka can easily make the move to try to gank this PA. I think it's very similar kind of style that we'll see. Really seeing bottom though. This Christos is being slowed down a lot more than the PA is.
Yeah, similar sort of story to last game to start.
And that's the PA as we mentioned versus the Enigma. So yeah, Monet not being slowed down. I thought he'd actually have a little bit of a slowdown in the first 2 or 3 waves at least. Nope, not the case.
Yeah, maybe sort of the PQ with taking down all those trees is indeed just making the area in a bit more of an awkward spot for Secret Zayats to sort of, as you say, close in and be able to get some sort of jump set up so they can start the harassment with the tag team.
The rune's being checked out. We're making the way toward it. Aster just pretty much wants to make sure that Ori gets at least one of those runes because he has the bottle. Nisha does not, so always being able to be good. And we see, of course, now the chainmail picked up. This is kind of a new thing that we're seeing these Pucks doing. If you're versus like Kunkka or versus Ember Spirit in the mid lane, just so you can offset the Tidebringer splash or the Sleight of Fist, etc. Because you're naturally building, so it doesn't feel bad to build this item.
Top lane towards Zayat. Jump in when Resolution's got a Malefice at the ready, and then in combination with the Ice Shard, but the strike will keep Monet at a safe distance.
Wings keep you.
I think we're going to see also, you know, as I was mentioning, the Puck sometimes we might see some catch problems. I'm seeing Nisha already has that Claymore queued up, so I'm expecting that Orchid is going to be the choice for him when we do get to the mid game to try to catch Ori. Slow start though, 5 minutes. Ori looking to pressure tower a little bit mid.
The setup with the X mark. Try and buy some safety here with the Cold Embrace. TPs are coming in, so maybe a chance to turn. Monet's going to look to jump in. Already the snowball being used from Zayat to get out of there. The bushwhack out on the 2 of them. A bit of protection here, of course, with the buff of the rum. But Rezo's left off to the side. Ori's going to try and take down Puppey over towards the river. Jumps in, should be able to finish him off. And back up top, the chase continues onto Zayas. Aster, he'll get the 3 of them there.
They get Ori. Or Ori gets Puppey in the middle lane. Bottom as well, too, with the tower. You have that secondary cancel.
Absolutely. So the answer to these heroes that rely on the mobility. XXS, well, he's in for action. He's going to drop in with the arena. He'll catch Puppey. Also, Zayas to be trapped in here as well. Secret, the 2 of them, the 2 supports, maybe getting a bit excited there, hanging around the triangle of Aster. That was never going to last. Nisha, Curse used to hold back Crystallis. Aster tried to come in with a wraparound from the side. Snowball over towards Baboka. Puppey ready to let it go for the ultimate, but put to the stop by the Yules of Ori. The full focus from Crystallis over towards XXS. Cold embrace from PQ buys XXS a bit of time, but he's been surrounded. Resolution decides to not mess around. Drops in the black hole, secures the kill. They're ready to try and chase for more. As they look over towards Monet, punch up into the sky. Is there anything the supports can do to help out? Monet pops the blur, turns the dagger, slow pushback onto Zayas. Baboka's got the control to hold back the tusk to take him out. Monet able to TP back to safety. Baboka, he'll give his life to save his carry.
Little thing does hurt versus B.
Can catch it, Ori in the mid. Got the blink up.
He's alright.
He's easily out of there. In fact, he's teasing with the idea of going back in on this. With the bow already used. Really a lot that they can use to try and commit to save Zayas. That's the jump ball from Monet. He'll pick up some action and look for 695 damage crit there. Gets the job and pump out the damage.
Can he though? Does he have the ways to protect him now at this point? Aster has so many ways to get on him. 1 minute left on Aegis. Trying to find anything. What is it?
He's just straight in under the tower. Look at the spear on Zayas, pinned over towards the tower. He's taken down. Puppey tries with the ult with the BKB, but Monet just takes him out. Huge crits here, 1400 damage. Christmas is going to try to fight, but
Monet's just fighting him.
I mean, he's still got a minute on the Aegis. Monet isn't scared of anything. He'll lose the Aegis, and Christmas has to be careful just as the BKB ends. Exit this time, even a pop for refresher. Bit of low amount, but he had just enough for another spear. Doesn't mean that the sharpshooter misses. We'll see Monet look towards the squishier targets, turns his attention over towards Resolution. Resolution the black hole, and he's in. Jumps forward for the curse, puts a stop to it. PQ able to stop the black hole for now, and on the side of it all, the rest of the 3 of Aster deal with Crystallis. Monet committed to take out Resolution. They just split Secret up perfectly, so Secret just do not get any chance whatsoever to land the combo. Everybody dead on Secret.
Nobody dead on Aster.
Literally the tool for Secret to pounce.
No hesitation from him whatsoever. As now, let's see.
Maybe you're thinking of the opening onto XXS, but it's difficult.
Wards are down, it sees them.
And XXS was ready to go. Once the BKB turns towards Crystallis, they'll use the black hole on XXS. Resolution looks down the Mars. XXS does go down. Silence quickly placed onto PQ. They take out a second, but immediate buybacks are there. They know that the black hole's used, and they still have their own Aster, so they'll look to chase down Secret. Monet with the crit takes out Puppey. Triple kill for him as well as he ends Rezo's life.
They're chasing for more.
They're looking for Zayas. Zayas trying to protect Crystallis. The refreshers pop. XXS a second round. Somebody use locks down Crystallis out of the game.
Give him the rampage.
Ultra kill rampage for Monet here on the base stage.
Another one.
Rampage. He takes out Puppey, getting that revenge for Puppey ruining his early game. Monet, he's now on top. If he sees anyone out of position, XXS is going to immediately collapse in on them.
Well, it was all 3, right? It was 3 BKBs, not Rezos.
And let's jump Ori. They're going to start things right out, but the BKB Zayas is going to tick out. No buyback for the Tusk. It's Monet. He's ready to dive in. In he goes straight over towards Puppey. Puppey taken out. As XXS still holding on the refresher. The threat of that second arena and BKB, it's there. Secret know it. They're keeping themselves well away from this. They can't stop Aster.
Crystallis' meta is gone, and I don't think he's even hit a single hero with it. So their fight's just non-existent at this point. Secret, it's their last chance to go for something. Let's eyes on Rezo. Can he find an opportunity?
He has to get something insane.
He doesn't even have BKB, so it's pretty impossible.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They're already trying to approach from the side.
Let's see.
Go for Ori. BKB's outside for Nisha. Get the bottle. Huge physical damage coming out there. The black hole immediately put to a stop by PQ. Ready and waiting there with the curse. Stops the black hole. As Nisha focused down by Monet. The bashes come in. Nisha out of the game. He has got buyback, but the rest of Secret may not be as lucky as Monet. Turns towards Puppey. Takes him down. Crystallis trying to stand his ground, but it's him against the world right now. As Aster will force him back, chase him to the boundary. The footwork from above, he catches the 2 of them, and they'll clean them up. GG is called. Aster will take this series 2-0, And two
Team Aster
fantastic
victory.
showings. Once they got ahead in both of these games, it was completely flawless here on the main stage from Aster. Secret, they just had no way, no plan to stop them.